If you have been finding it hard to relocate abroad, today I come bearing good news. In most cases, people are finding it very hard to get jobs to relocate abroad while they're in their home country. So today I want to share with you guys very great opportunities in two different countries in Europe where you can migrate without having a job. That is, come and migrate to these countries and search for jobs while you're in this country. So, no job, no problem at all. These countries are giving any kind of jobs that you might think of to foreign immigrants. That is from farming to being a cleaner, to being a housekeeper, to being a fruit picker. Any kind of job that you might be thinking of is available for you to come to these two countries I'm going to be sharing with you and migrate abroad. These countries do not have a lot of requirements for this kind of jobs. They are not asking for a lot of visa application processes, and their visa application fee is quite affordable if you compare them to places like UK, to Canada, and places to also like the US. Allow me to share this opportunity with you guys because I know this pathway is going to be very helpful to most, and if not most, to some of you. I will leave the links in the description box where you are going to read about these kind of opportunities from the government websites in these countries. And you are going to see that whatever I am sharing today is credible information from their government websites, and all the information that you need on the procedures and what you need, you'll find them on these government websites. Without going any further, remember to like this video and to share this video with your friends who are looking for opportunities to move abroad. You will help me grow this community. Remember to hit the notification bell so that anytime I upload, you're notified. I upload on a daily basis. And remember to subscribe to this channel. I am going to be sharing with you two countries in Europe where you do not need to have a job for you to migrate. That is, you'll get to these countries and look for jobs while you're already living in these countries. I have shared info about one of these countries, and I feel it is a very underrated country, and I want you guys to be on the lookout. Watch this video until the end so that you'll be able to understand what these kind of countries are offering. So let us look at what each and every country is requiring of you as an applicant, as an overseas worker. Remember, these kind of opportunities are open to non-EU nationals. That means you can apply from anywhere you are in the world. That is if you're in Asia, that is if you're in Africa, any country that is livable in this world, you can apply for these kind of opportunities and move to these countries and look for jobs while you're residing in this country. Country number one we are going to look at is Portugal. In 2022, the Portuguese government put immigration policies to help sort the labor shortage that is in Portugal. They made it very easy for immigrants to come to Portugal and look for jobs while they're already residing and living in Portugal. So you come to Portugal. When you come to Portugal, you are eligible and you'll apply for your work permit while you're living in Portugal, and you will be able to bring your family with you in Portugal under these kind of opportunities that the government put in place in Portugal as at of 2022. The first step that the Portuguese government is asking for you is 1. Submit expression of interest in the Institute of Employment and Vacation Training. Once you submit it and the submission is done online, that is, you write a letter explaining that you want to move to Portugal to look for jobs, and you submit these kind of documents online. They will email you telling you if they are giving you a green light to continue with your application, and in most cases, if they get back to you, they are going to give you a green light to tell you to proceed to the next step. They will also tell you under this email what are the requirements for you to take to the embassy for the visa application process. If you live in a country where the Portuguese embassy is not available, the Portuguese government also in the same email will tell you the countries that are near in your country of residence that you can always take these or send these kind of applications, that is the visa applications, and they will be able to help you. This visa is called the job seeker visa. The process of this visa, or since the visa application to the approval of this visa is 30 to 90 days, so that is 1 month to 3 months. So if you're going through this process, you need to be very, very patient. I know sometimes you expect these processes to be very straightforward, but in most cases, some of these visas take way longer than any other kind of visa that you might have come across. The visa application for this kind of visa, that is the job seeker visa for Portugal, is between 70 to 80 euros. And if you compare that to places like UK, where the worker visas are between 1,200 euros going upwards, you'll find that the job seeker visa and the job seeker route to Portugal is a bit cheaper if you compare the visa application fees to other big countries around Europe or around the world. If granted this visa, once your visa is approved, you are allowed to go and live in Portugal for 4 months. So what will you be doing for these 4 months? In these 4 months, you will find yourself a job in Portugal. Once you find a job, you apply for work permit. And after living in Portugal for 2 years, because these kind of work permits are 2 years, after you're living in Portugal in 2 years, you can always renew this kind of work permits, or you can switch to another kind of visa and get another kind of work permit. So under the job seeker route, you go to Portugal, or you're allowed to stay and live in Portugal for 4 months. And these 4 months, you're supposed to be looking for jobs, any kind of job that you want. That is what you look for. If you secure a job, you get a work permit, and the work permit under the job seeker visa route is 2 years. Then after your 2 years have elapsed, you can always renew your visa and the work permit if that is what you want. If that is not what you want, you can always switch to another kind of visa. If you have not found a job in 4 months, which is very, very difficult unless you're very, very choosy. But if you're not found a job in Portugal in the 4 months, the Portuguese government is extends your visa for another 2 months to give you a time frame also to be able to get a job. So that means that you'll have in total 6 months to look for a job. But I feel if you're aggressive enough and if you're not so choosy, once you land in Portugal, you will get your job in less than a month, unless you're very, very choosy. That is what the Portuguese government is looking for, or is expecting you to have if you're going to go to Portugal under the job seeker visa. Let us look at the second country in Europe where you can move without a job offer. That is going and looking for opportunities while you're in the said country. The second country we are going to look at is Austria. Austria is between Germany and Italy. For anyone who has a dream of later in life settling in Germany, Austria is a very good place, or a very good country for you to start your abroad mission of living and settling here. So because Austria has this kind of route where you move to Austria and look for jobs while you're in Austria, you can actually live in Austria for 2 to 3 years while you're looking for opportunities in the neighboring country like Germany, and move to Germany. That is for people who would want in the long term to settle in Germany. Remember, I say in most of my videos, sometimes you need to have plan B, plan C if your plan A is not working to move abroad. And I also share and say, if you find it very difficult to get opportunities in the big or in the countries that have very great opportunities, you need to start with small countries, or countries that are not very well known, or countries that I call underrated countries, of which they have also lots of opportunities. It is very easy for you to move from a Western country to another Western country. So that is the trick. If you get an opportunity in Austria, move to Austria. If your dream is to live and settle in life in Germany, Austria is giving you a pathway, a stepping point for you to move at least first and move to Europe. Then you can transition to Germany later in life. Under this route, in order for you to come to Austria, you need 70 points. I know at this juncture you're asking yourself, what are these 70 points for? And I'm going to explain to you in a few minutes. Once you have your 70 points and you're in your home country, you go to your embassy to apply also for the job seekers visa. The job seekers visas in Austria is for 6 months, and it allows you to hunt for jobs, or for a job just like the Portuguese or the Portugal job seekers visa. The Austria job seeker visa is between 70 to 150 euros. It is a bit higher than Portugal, but also it is a bit lower if you compare it to places like UK, places like US, or places like Canada. This visa takes 30 to 90 days for approval, and just like the job seekers visa in Portugal, you have to be very patient, and you also have to look at if the country you're in has an Australian embassy. If it does not, they will always get back to you and tell you the next or the nearest countries that is near in your home or resident country that you can always send your application. So how do you get these 70 points that I'm talking about? If you have a university degree, you are awarded 20 points. If you studied math, science, or information technology, you are awarded 30 points. If you have a PhD, you're awarded 40 points. If you're under 35, you're awarded 20 points. If you're an under 40, you're awarded 15 points. If you're an under 45, you're awarded 10 points. Austria gives you 2 points for every year work experience you have in your field of study. So that means if you're a nurse and you have over 10 years experience, that is 2 times 20, so you get an extra 20 points. If you're an IT technician and if you have 5 years experience, that is 2 times 5, you have 10 points. So all that I have mentioned above, you have to add everything that is or you qualify for, and if they total for 70 points, you qualify for the job seekers visa to come to Austria. I feel like this is a great pathway for people. More so, the Austria one is a very great pathway for people who have degrees, PhDs, they have been in science, they have been in the IT industry, they have done mathematics courses and degrees and whatnot. I feel the Portuguese option for the job seekers route, it gives each and everyone, no matter what you did in your primary education, your secondary education, if you went to university, if you went to college, the Portuguese job seekers visa is giving everyone an opportunity. And also the Austria job seeker visa is giving opportunities for people who have a field under mathematics, science, and information technology. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me, what do you think about these kind of routes? These are very good routes that do not cost you an arm and a leg. You do not need an agent for these kind of routes because all the information is shared under these government's websites, and you can always go and read as much as you can, and all the processes on how to apply and where to apply is linked on the government websites. Guys, remember to like this content, share with your friends who are looking to move abroad. You will help this community grow. Leave me a comment if you have any question. If you want to book a one-on-one session with me, my seller accounts on the description box. You can always book a one-on-one session with you. I will share with you information on moving and matters relocating abroad. If you're a new subscriber here, remember to hit the notification bell. I upload every day and you'll be notified every time I upload. Remember to subscribe, remember to hit the notification bell, like, share this video with your friends who are looking to move abroad. That is all I had to share with you guys for today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching until the end of the video, and until next time, bye.